Hi, Elena, Carolee. Hello, everybody. Valeria, Mohamed, Gaston. Wow. It's always so nice to be It's so nice to be with you tonight because we're going to talk about Fit for Fun. Has everything yesterday watched her farewell in Aachen? Did you get emotionally like I did? I think I still have no voice. There was so much emotions that yesterday we decided to give the name of the fall of Fit for Fun, Emotion for Fun. There was a lot of emotion yesterday for the whole family watching from Brazil, the family Jungers watching in Germany, Ralph and myself, and even Fitty and her foal, that we thought it was a beautiful name to say Emotion for Fun. So thank you so much for sending us so many names for her foal. We appreciate that, and she's a loved horse, and that's why I want to tell you a little bit of story about Fit for Fun. I have many questions from you. I thank you all also for these wonderful questions, and they all wanted to know what's happening with Fit for Fun and what happened with her in the past, where she's gonna go, where she is. And so I'm gonna tell you the story of Fit for Fun. About 8 years ago, many years ago, Andreas, my ex-husband, gave me a call and said, Luciana, I have a fantastic horse for you that I think you should really see her and sit on her. The problem is that the owners, they don't want to sell. And I said, oh, that's interesting. So I'm going to see a horse. Maybe we fell in love and then I can buy her. And then he just said, just come and see, try her, and then we see what we can do. And that's how I went to see Fit for Fun at Andreas' stables on that day with no expectation, with no dreams. I didn't know what was coming to me. And suddenly I got there, I saw Fit for Fun. I thought, oh, she looks like a pony. She looks like a polo horse. And then I rode her. I started flatting her. She didn't have like the best trot or canter or anything special, but she had already something special. It was her lightness. She was so light. She was so light moving from the ground. She was just like, wow, just like this lightness which I felt the last 8 years that she had. She already showed me just by the flat work. And then we started doing some jumps, and then she was great. She started really good. And then it was a double combination, a double vertical, which we jumped one time, and then she came again and she made a mistake. And then with 2 strikes, double vertical, and then she made another mistake, and I said, oh, maybe, you know, she's just not so comfortable with me and we still need to get together. And then I remember then after that I came on a line which was a vertical, I think 5 strikes to an oxer and another 6 strikes, another obstacle. And when I come that line, Fit for Fun just flew over the fences. I had a feeling on that day that I never had in my life in any other horse before. And I said, this is the day when I'm really sure that this horse is meant to be mine. So we spoke with Ralph, which was there, and we find a very nice agreement that I bought the sport career for Fit for Fun and Ralph would get her back for breeding. So answering your questions today, Fit for Fun, Fitty, is living by the family Junger, Ralph Junger and his family, and they have a hof in Mainz, close to Koblenz in Germany. And she has now 5 foals. She's really happy as a mother, and she had this foal on her belly, which we continue having foals now on her belly, and she's going to be a really happy mother. As she already proved that she's a fantastic sport horse, she also proved that she's a fantastic mother. If you remember some years ago, about 2018 or 17, if I remember 17, Camargo, the son of Fit for Fun, was in Aachen and he was third in the Grand Prix on Saturday. We went to Calgary that year, and he won the Friday Grand Prix in Calgary, which are the two most difficult shows in the road. So she is a fantastic mother and a fantastic sport horse. Going back a little bit to our career together, we had fantastic years, as you all have been connected with us. And she was always jumping with her lightness. She was always so smart. She was so simple. I could ride in a normal snaffle with no martingale, and she was always giving her best. And this is what I learned from her, that simplicity sometimes is much more than when we try to make everything complicated and find solutions for everything. Fit for fun, she had the solutions. She would give you the solutions. She was just like always fit to have fun, and she would invite you to feel good. But I have to say one thing about Fit for Fun that you all can imagine. She could also have a bad humor. Yes, there were some days where she was not in a good humor, and you had to respect when she was on that days, because on that days you don't need to work her. She didn't want to work. She would just get like lazy, and then she would just like grumpy and say, okay, I don't want to work. I know everything. Just let me the way I am. Put me in the paddock, and that's what I love. So that was the funny things about Fitty. She had these like funny days which you can already see in her eyes. In her eyes. Answering one of your questions, you would be afraid that something happened by the burst. When you have a good system and we trust the people and around her, and I know Ralph and her family and his family are doing a fantastic job, I really believe that nothing can happen in her burst, because they have a machine where they put just behind her, and when she is ready to give full, the machine tells everyone that she's ready, and they all come to help if there is any problem. So today, nowadays, I think it's harder that we can have problems through the burst, but for sure it's possible. But I think the feeling of being a mother, of carrying your own foal, is the best what you can really have. And that's what we are trying to do her now for the next few years. And again, going back to her character, she was this funny character, sometimes in good moods, sometimes like in bad moods. But one thing she would do, when she would go in the ring, she would really give her best. And I remember one time when my brother asked all of us in a family meeting if you were giving our best. And one of my brothers said, no, maybe I'm not giving my best every day. But Fitty, when she would be in the ring, she would really give her best. And that was, for me, one of her most qualities. She was always ready to have fun and to give her best. As the name says, Fit for Fun, that was perfect for her. So, answering some more of your questions, I think she loved the farewell in Aachen, because Aachen is like our home. She felt good there. We were 2 times second place in the Rolex Grand Prix, and she just loved that place. I even have to say that she was yesterday more quiet than she would be in a competition day. She was kind of like relaxed. She was enjoying the farewell, because normally she can be very like on the nerves when a lot of people is there and she listens all these noises. So she was happy, she was in peace. And I think she's really enjoying being a mother. And it goes again to life's cycles. We all have our cycles in life. When we, like the butterfly, we plant the eggs, and then we are the caterpillar where we collect all this information and knowledge, and then we are in the cocoon quietly until we are ready to fly. So now she flew so many times all around the road to so many shows, and she had so many victories that now she was just ready to be a mother. That's what she wanted. And going back a little bit to her sport career, everything she did was really with greatness, excellence, and that was the best feeling I ever had on a horse, and that's why she's so special for me. When she won the finals in 2015 in Doha, I remember that day when she gave like number one, the jump on number one, I knew she was feeling good and she wanted to do her best on that day. That gave me such a trust. So horses, they mirror also what we feel, and we mirror also what they feel. She was feeling good, I was feeling good, and connected, we both together, we could make our best on that day. So there are so many things we can learn from the horses, we can get from the horses, the good energies you can get from them and give it to them. And another question, when I knew there was time to retire her. Yes, I knew that I really wanted to go to the Olympic Games in Tokyo with her, and would be like her last year in the sport. She would be 16 years old. So we are really trying to get her ready for the Olympics in Tokyo, especially with the new system. There was only one jump off, and the finals for the individuals were first, and the team was just perfect for her. She didn't have to jump so many rounds for nothing, just to qualify for the final. But what happened was that with Corona, the Olympics were postponed to 2021, and it was she would be like 17 years old. And as I think she already at that moment say, I wanted to be a mother. And that's when I felt she didn't really want to go more in the sport. And the Corona came. I had no reason to ride her in normal shows. There was no more important shows in that 1.5 year. So I said it's the perfect time, to let her go and to be a mother, a happy mother, which I think she is. And that was the right moment to retire her. She just did everything she could in the sport, and the Corona make a little bit, maybe her retirement a little bit earlier. So I'm very happy she was there all these years. And thank you so much for everyone that's saying that, yes, we wrote story together. That is so nice, because that's what we wanted. We wanted to inspire all of you, and also that it's possible to achieve your dreams with lightness, with ease, with joy, with gratitude, because this is Fit for Fun. She's the symbol for me, of really poor transformation. She is just an amazing mare that really showed to all of us what we can do. I'm sure she inspired you, me, and everyone else with her beauty and lightness. Thank you so much for everyone being there. As you can see, I still have a lot of emotions on me. I'm very happy that Emotions for Fun is also there. They can always remember us from that day. Yes, Fitty was my favorite horse, but I love all my horses. She had something special, but I love Winnie Mood, I love Lennox, I love Vertigo. I love all my horses, and that's why I'm also preparing a special surprise for you, I hope through the end of this year. I'm writing a book with what I learned from my horses, with a lot of emotions. So thank you so much for being with us and always connected with me and supporting me in this sport life, in my career. And I hope we can go all together to Paris, and soon I am going to be back in the sport, and then we're going to jump together again. Thank you so much for all of you loving Fit for Fun. We all love her, and this is a special day for her. Thank you so much. Goodbye. I wish you all a wonderful week full of good energies. And remember Fit for Fun, and as the name says, be fit in your life to have fun and do everything with lightness, and put love into your life and gratitude to be happy like Fitty was. And we are all happy to have her, and now happy to see her as a happy mother. Yes, one day I'm going to write another son of her. Thank you so much. Bye.